Welcome. Come on over to Insight Timer. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Britt. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. Hi, Jason. Feel free to say hi, my friends. Hi, Valerie. So good to see you, my love. Hi, Eva. Hi, Angela. Hi, Susie. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Allison. Hi, Richard. Oh, long time. Hi, Judy. Hi, Josie. Hi, Anne. Ooh, what a treat. Everyone's saying hi today. I love it. Thank you. Hi, Paul. Hi, Garnet. Aloha. Hi, Clara. Hi, Heika. So good to be together. Oh, beautiful. Your comment is just coming through as guest. I'm so glad. Welcome. Hi, Davy. Hi, Steph. Beautiful. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Karina. Welcome. Yes, warm welcome to everyone, and warm welcome to everyone here for the first time. Yes. Hi, Chris. Hi, Peggy. All right, beautiful, beautiful. We've had this nice being together. Hi, Vijay. Beautiful. Lorna, Sophia. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to turn this down a little. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Hi, Fiona, Jacqueline. Beautiful. Welcome, everyone. Sophia. Holding your heart in my heart. Welcome, everyone. My name is Selena Leal, and I'm so grateful that you've chosen to be here today. So grateful that we get to be here together. I have many recordings here on the app. I have 2 courses, Yogic Practices for a Peaceful Life, and another course, Awaken My Heart, a guide to living with self-love. And it's such a joy to be sharing with so many. We're all together in community in this path of self-love. It's just awesome. So thank you for everyone who's taking the course. It's really special to be together in this way. Oh, Britt. I'm so glad that they're there for your heart. And hello to everyone who's just joining. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Let's just take a moment. Right now, there are 96 of us so far, and we've just started. Yes, 96 of us, all of the planet here together. And you might be watching this as a replay. And we can just take a moment to become aware of all of the people right now together or in general who are experiencing things similar to us. When we experience challenges, it's so easy to feel like it's just us, like we're alone. So I just invite each of us right now into this space of community. into this space of feeling that you have so many that are in the path with you. And maybe not everyone is feeling the way you're feeling in this moment, but we've all felt different ways at different times. And we're all in this path together. You're not alone. And I'm so grateful that you've chosen to be here today for us to be together in this space of conscious creation, in this space of community, in this space of love. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Many of you are a part of our group on the app. Someone's sharing they can't see or hear, so maybe we'll just drop a little note in the chat that says to can't see or hear. What do we say? Leave the session and come back. Okay, great. So, I'm so grateful. Today's session is a fantastic session. It's something I'm very passionate about. Many of you have explored topics like this with me before. This way of consciously creating our lives. So we're going to take some time today to reflect on what has been and to consciously move forward. What does that mean? So many of us live saying things like, we'll see how it goes. I've said that many times in my life, right? We'll see how it goes, or, I'll just see what happens, things like this sense of not having conscious direction or conscious decision or conscious creation in our lives. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And of course, there's a grace in being able to surrender. And at the same time, we can consciously create, meaning we are using the power of our minds, the power of our emotions, the power of our behaviors, the power of our intent to consciously create. Rather than feeling like we just are a boat in the ocean getting knocked around, we become a boat in the ocean that has clear direction and intent. So we're going to consciously create today. Yes, we're always creating, but for many of us, it's not conscious. We don't realize we're creating. So today we will consciously create. For today's experience, I invite you to have a journal and something to write with, or a pad of paper and something to write with. Ideally, you'll actually write for today's exercises as opposed to typing. Yes. So I invite you to have something you can write with and have anything else that you'd like. Maybe you'd like to have a cup of tea or something that helps you feel cozy. Maybe you have your crystals or something that helps you feel like you've created a sacred space. Cookies. Or maybe ET is sharing that in response to a different comment that I missed. So have whatever you wish to create your sacred space. Of course, if you're not here with us on Insight Timer right now, I invite you to join us on Insight Timer to be part of the live experience. I have my tea, nice and warm. Absolutely. You can create your sacred space with cookies. Why not? Everything can be sacred. It's the meaning we place on it and the ritual we place on it. Yes. I love your hearts. Get ready to relax your hands from hearting so you can start journaling. All right. So, I was going to say something. Oh, I was just going to remind everyone that if you have a device that turns to the side, you can turn your device to the side and you'll have a little more background space rather than the up close and personal perspective. I'm just going to go back because it seems that maybe Heike is having a challenging moment. So I just like to see. Oh, yes. Yes, love. Thank you for sharing. Why don't we consciously breathe together? I'm going to share something on a personal note, um, and then we'll move into our exercise. But I just like to share this. As always, you can take or leave anything that I say. I'm not here to ever say that you need to agree with me or you have to believe me, nothing like this. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. I have very deep feeling experiences in my life, meaning I feel deeply. And um, I've learned more and more over the years two things that have supported me. Many, many, many things, but two things in particular that I'd like to share with you, Heike, and anyone else who this resonates with. First of all, there's a powerful teaching that speaks to our collective consciousness, and that so much of what we feel is the collective. You imagine if we are all energy, even though things seem solid, we know that everything that is solid seeming is actually moving particles. So we're all inside of this quantum field. We're all inside of this field of energy where there are not boundaries the way we might imagine them to be. So, one thing we could consider, if it resonates for you, if it helps to lighten your heart, is the consideration, yes, ET, is the consideration that so much of what we feel is not, you could say, ours. It's not something that we need to process or heal. It's an energy moving through us in this collective experience that we're having. And what often happens for many of us is we immediately place a story on an experience inside, an uncomfortable experience or an emotional experience. Our mind is such a fantastic storyteller that it makes up a reason why it thinks we're feeling what we're feeling. And then before we know it, we're identifying with the feeling and getting wrapped up in that. And I don't mean for this to be any sense of spiritual bypassing, or if for anyone this feels dismissive, just leave it. I'm just sharing something that may support some here today. The second thing I'd like to share is how I have learned more and more that what I have labeled or named as an anxiety or even panic attack at times, although sometimes it is the physical body and maybe the mind a little bit having maybe some kind of a trauma response. I've definitely noticed that. What I also notice is when strong energy is moving through me, the mind often labels it as anxiety or a panic attack. When really it's just like this powerful wave of energy that's moving through my physicality. And because my mind doesn't have a way to understand it or process it, I just feel like, oh, this must be anxiousness or this must be a panic attack. So I invite for anyone that this feels helpful for, play with this. The next time you feel anxious, the next time you feel something that you're labeling as a panic attack, if you're able to be in a place where this feels safe to practice, I invite you to consider, what if this is a wave of energy moving through me? How could I interact with this experience differently without needing to label it as a panic attack? Maybe I just place my hands lovingly on my body and I say, okay, I'm feeling some really intense energy moving through me right now. Can I breathe deeply and be present with what's happening? Because I find that when I label these kinds of experiences as a panic attack or anxiety, it's like I'm resisting the discomfort inside of me. And the story is kind of like blowing it up in my mind. So it becomes like some big problem that I can't solve. So, for anyone that this feels resonant for, I invite you to, again, if this feels safe for you to explore the idea, what if what I'm feeling is a wave of energy moving through me? How can I breathe deeply and allow this movement? And I think many of us are feeling it right now. I don't mean to take away from anyone's personal experience, but for anyone that this serves, there's some really big shift happening right now. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to claim that I do, but many of us are having an experience of what we would call anxiety or panic attacks, maybe even in a heightened manner with whatever's happening right now. So, can we be more compassionate, more gentle, more present with ourselves and what we're experiencing? without having to judge ourselves for experiencing it. So, okay, great, Dee. I'm so glad. Yeah. So for anyone that serves, take it. For anyone that's like, that just feels something for me off, leave it. Yeah. Again, it's for those who wish to explore it. Okay, so let's move into our experience today. And thank you, Heike, for sharing. It's beautiful when we have the vulnerability or the courage to share in community like this, in this kind of a format. We're really speaking for many. And so it can really open up something like what just occurred that will serve many. Yes. So thank you for your courage and vulnerability. All right. You ready? You ready to have an experience? I'm so glad, my love. Yeah, it can feel very isolating and scary when we have this label, my anxiety or my panic attack. It's like, oh no, there's something wrong. But if I relate to it differently, or even just meet myself with more compassion, it can feel helpful. So I'm so glad. All right, here we go. So you have something to write with, yes? Let's start by just closing the eyes. Close the eyes. Let's take a few deep breaths in and out. You can sigh on the exhalations. Allow your body to soften. Maybe you feel your hands or your toes unclenching. Allow a space between the teeth and the lips. As you exhale, feel your shoulders dropping down. Slow the breath down, deepen it. Feel like your belly and your rib cage is expanding like a beach ball as you inhale and deflating as you exhale. Soften your face. Soften any sense of clenching or gripping inside. It might just feel like your body is becoming heavier or spreading, expanding. Feel or sense the beating of your beautiful heart. Start to sense your skin and this exterior of your body. Feel the boundaries of your physical body and the space around you. And you might even start to sense that you expand beyond your physical body. You are not confined to this form. And now see yourself in this beautiful violet light, like a pillar of light in and around you. This violet light is vibrant, this power of transmutation. And now in your mind, see yourself moving back in time. See yourself in January of 2022. And then, like a movie playing in your mind, start to see how far you've come this year. You've had so many experiences, some terribly challenging and painful, some very expansive, some beautiful, some peaceful, some tender, sensual, passionate. The mind so often focuses on just one or two experiences. And so we feel like that has been everything. But really, you've had so many different experiences in this last year. Open your mind. Start to become aware of, start to remember everything that you have learned this year. Maybe you learned to be more patient. Maybe you learned a new skill. Maybe you learned a new sport or a new game. Maybe you learned new names, a new language. Maybe you learned things about people that you've known for a long time. Think of everything you've learned. And now slowly open your eyes. Take out your journal or your pad of paper and your pen or pencil and start to write down everything that you've learned this year. It could be something so small like, I don't know, I learned how to fold a fitted sheet or something that feels monumental. Write it all down, everything you've learned this year. And breathe deeply. This is a reflection process for you to really acknowledge, wow, I really have learned some things that I didn't even think were a learning. Everything you've learned. What have you learned about yourself in this last year? Write it down. Okay, let's take a deep breath. You can always come back to this and add on later. Deep breath. And now let us reflect on, throughout this past year, all of the ways that we have grown. What are all of the ways that you've grown in this last year? Maybe you've learned to be more compassionate with yourself and you've grown in this way. Write down all of the ways that you've grown. Maybe you've become more thoughtful. Maybe you've started taking better care of your body. Maybe you've taken more risks. What are the ways that you've grown in this last year? And it's good to write it down rather than just think about it, yes. I'll spend a few more moments here writing down the ways that you've grown. Okay. And again, you can always come back to this and add on more later. Let's take a breath. If you can move your body, open the arms, stretch a little. Roll your shoulders up and back. All right. Now, this is very important. Let us celebrate all of the wins from this last year. It really is just the nature of the mind and the conditioning of the mind for most of us to get caught thinking about what went wrong, what was difficult, what we didn't like, what we feel like we wish we had done differently or should have done differently. We get caught in this way of thinking. So let's take some time to celebrate our wins. A win could be something like getting out of bed on a day that it felt difficult. A win could be something like passing an exam, starting a new job, uh, trying something new, traveling. It could be not blowing up at your partner the way that you used to. There could be so many wins. So I want you to write down all of them, not just a couple or generalize them. Just write them down one after the next. I want you to feel like you don't have enough time or paper to write down all of your wins. You're getting so specific and small. So write them down. My wins are, my 2022 wins, all of the days that I got out of bed when all I wanted to do was stay in bed. The way that I took care of my children on this day, the time that I went to the gym even though it felt difficult, the gains that I made at the gym, the deeper I went in my meditation practice, starting Selena's self-love course and experiencing something new. Write them all down, everything. I was more patient with myself. I spent time in nature and made myself a green drink. Write them down. I meditated on insight timers so many days a month or a week or the last year. I made new friends. I let go of relationships that weren't serving me. I took care of my body. I stopped taking care of my body, but I started again. Write them down, all of your wins. You are so beautiful and so deserving of acknowledgement. And if you've stopped, keep going. Small things. We'll spend about another minute here. Keep going. And for anyone who's just joining, we are writing down all of our wins from this last year. Big, small, all of them. I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay. Again, you can come back to this and keep adding to it later. I encourage that. Let's go ahead and close the eyes, set your writing materials down. Close the eyes, take some deep breaths. Soften your belly. Slow, deep breaths. We all have desires at times. We want things in our lives. We may not let ourselves dream. Sometimes we do. But we all have desires at times. And for many of us, these desires are born out of a space of lack. For example, I feel lonely, so I want a relationship. And so I'm in a place of loneliness within myself as I start to search or long for a relationship. How can I create a beautiful new relationship from the energy of loneliness? Or let's say that I want to attract and create great financial wealth in my life. For many of us, that desire comes from the energy of scarcity. It comes from the energy of lack, of feeling like, oh no, I don't have enough. And I'm feeling all of this contraction. I need money. I need money. So when we're out there seeking or looking to create more financial abundance, we are living inside of the energetic, emotional space and the mindset of I don't have. So when I go to create this wealth, I'm living inside of I don't have enough. If we were to imagine this like a garden, It would be like trying to plant new seeds in nutrientless soil. It would be like earth that had no nutrition. And you would go to try to plant these new seeds and they wouldn't grow because this soil doesn't have what it needs to help the seeds to blossom. So whenever we are wanting to create something new in our lives, it is of the utmost importance that we start by shifting our mindset and our emotional and energetic state. And this isn't always easy. This actually often takes effort. And that's why many of us keep living in the same patterns, because we don't put out the effort to make a shift within our being. We just keep wanting the outside world to give us something different. But it is absolutely possible for us to create more of what we're wanting. It might not always look exactly like what we've dreamed of, but each of us are powerful creators. So as we prepare ourselves now to move into our conscious creation of the year ahead, what we're truly wanting, let us first recognize that we need to cultivate a fertile garden for these new seeds that we plant to blossom from. And one way that we can do this is through gratitude. Again, our mind spends so much time looking for what is wrong, what should be different, that we miss all of the things in our lives that are actually going well, that are working, where we do feel fortunate, where we do feel supported, where we do feel blessed. So I invite you right now, with your eyes closed, if that's comfortable, to start to reflect on all that you have to feel grateful for from this last year. You may even wish to take your mind all the way back to January of 2022. And yes, there have been many challenges, but there have also been many beautiful moments, peaceful moments, precious moments. What gratitude do you feel for all of the different experiences you've had over this last year? Start to think of them one by one. And I invite you to be really specific, be detailed in your recollection, rather than just thinking, I'm grateful for my family. Think about a family member who you feel really grateful for. Imagine them, imagine their face, their smile, imagine how good it feels to be in their presence. Imagine why you feel grateful for them. Be this specific with each thought of gratitude. If you think, oh, I'm grateful I got to exercise or play my favorite sport, imagine yourself playing that sport and why you feel grateful. How good did you feel? What connections or possibility did it create in your life? Go for it. Welcome gratitude. And if you're having difficulty feeling gratitude today, that's okay. Use your mind to reflect on all that you do have to be grateful for, even the small things. And now slowly open your eyes, take your journal or your pad of paper again, and flood the page with gratitude. write down all of the gratitude that you have inside. I'm so grateful for this person. I'm so grateful for this experience. I'm so grateful for the food I have on my table. I'm so grateful for my health or my ability to walk or my ability to heal. Just write them down one after the next. And you don't have to write, I'm so grateful at the beginning of each one. You can just write at the top of the page, I'm so grateful for, and then just fill your page. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be alive. Who feels a shift happening inside as you start to focus more on gratitude? Okay, I'll just spend a few more moments here. Okay, great. Again, you can come back to this and add to this later. Now, we are going to move on to a completely new piece of paper. So a completely new page in your journal or in your pad of paper, completely fresh piece of paper. We've now nourished the soil. Yes, we've nurtured the soil. We've tilled it and we've put fertilizer in it and we've filled the soil with goodness so that as we consciously create, we're coming from a place of greater fullness inside. Yes. And if you're not feeling that fullness right now, if there's still other stuff coming up, it's okay. You can still practice this and still have a positive experience. So in your journal or on your paper, now that we are in this elevated state or maybe just shifted state, I invite you to write down everything that you choose for yourself for this new year. And be specific and write down, I invite you to write it down in the present tense. And you may wish to use the words I am as often as possible. So don't write it down as, later this year I'm going to, or I will. Write it down, I am, or this is happening already. Write it down as if it's already occurring. So for example, I am joyfully working out 3 times a week, or I am feeling amazing in my body. I am spending time with beautiful friends. I am in a deeply loving, healthy relationship. Write these things down as if they're already happening. Go for it and have fun with it. And you can be specific. I am making X amount of money each month and I'm thriving. I am traveling to this new place that I wanted to go to. I am on a retreat with Selena, whatever it is, right? I'll write it all down. present tense. And smile. Let this feel good. Go beyond the doubts. Haven't we fed the doubts enough? Be playful here. Enjoy this. This is you being the powerful creator you are. We'll spend a couple of minutes here, so I invite you to get creative. Play with this. Let this feel good. And they don't have to be things that feel big. It could also be small things. I am being more patient with my children. I am spending more time in my garden. I am meditating for 5 minutes each day. Great. Now close your eyes, set down your writing utensils. Close the eyes. Breathe deeply. Open your chest. Roll your shoulders up and back. And feel this new space that you're creating inside of yourself. You are so powerful and so beautiful. Take a deep, full breath in. Feel like you're welcoming this newness of life. And as you exhale, feel your body softening. And now bring one of the New Year decisions to mind. Something you just wrote down that you're deciding for your new year. Start to see it in your mind, to feel it in your body. Maybe you wrote down, I am enjoying more time in nature. Start to picture it, feel it as if it's happening right now. See yourself taking a hike. Look at the sky, hear the birds. Feel how good you feel in your body. Maybe you wrote down that you are thriving financially. What does that look like? If you're thriving financially, are you feeling free? Are you feeling joyful? What are you doing with your time? How do you move your body? Who are you spending time with? See in detail what you wrote down, as if it is already happening. And now think of something else that you just wrote down. See it in detail. Who are you with? What are you doing? How good do you feel inside? Living this way, choosing yourself in this way, caring for yourself in this way. Feel how grateful you feel inside for putting this desire into action. Grateful to yourself that you feel. And then start to choose different things that you've written down for these next few moments. Choose maybe 1, 2, 5 things. See them each in detail as if they're already happening. Feel the good feelings that arise from living this way, from being the conscious creator that you are. Where are you? What clothes are you wearing? Are you smiling, laughing? Are you peaceful? Feel it inside. How different do you feel? How different are you being with yourself and with others in this decision? Maybe you're seeing your dreams coming true. How good does that feel to allow this to occur? To allow yourself to succeed, to allow love in your life, to give love freely. How good does this feel inside? What do you feel awakening within you right now as you put your attention on this? What is becoming enlivened in your being this very moment? Beautiful, beautiful. Feel yourself here in this moment and also as the creator of these future memories. You are here and you are there. You are laying the path, these future memories for yourself to step into. Be so grateful to yourself. You may wish to hold your heart if you can move your body. Just be so grateful to you. Be so grateful for your courage to be here today, where you are now. Grateful for your perseverance. Grateful for your powerful mind, even if it doesn't feel powerful right now. So grateful to you, to your precious heart. Be so grateful to yourself. Let's take a deep, full breath in. Exhale. If you can move your body, open your arms wide as you inhale. Exhale, keep the arms open, palms turned up. Open your chest. Feel yourself becoming more receptive, more available to life. One more breath like this. Open the arms wide, stretch them out, open the chest. Whenever you feel ready to, I invite you to give yourself a squeeze if you can. Just lovingly hold yourself for a moment. Again, offering this gratitude to your own beloved self. If your eyes are still closed, you can slowly open the eyes. Make sure that chest is open, the shoulders are relaxed. What are you aware of? What are you feeling inside? Can you feel some sense of a shift or newness, a difference? You are so powerful and you are harnessing your conscious creation right now. So I'd love to hear from you. What is one of your conscious creations for the year ahead? Share it in the chat. What is one of your conscious creations in the year ahead? Sandy's sharing, feeling a shift into consciousness. Valerie is sharing, I only had a couple pages left in my journal, and that was an awesome way to close the book. Beautiful, my love. That's perfect, right? Nice way to close the new year. So, what is one of your conscious creations that you are deciding for yourself? Share it in the chat. Hi, Laura. I am in perfect health. Awesome. Commence art. Beautiful. What kind of art, my love? I am working less and earning more. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I would even invite, Valerie, many of us, again, we come from the thinking of the old when we want to create the new, right? So I wonder, and feel free to share, how could you reframe working less and earning more in a way that is focusing on everything that you want rather than comparing it to what has been? Is that clear for everyone? Many of us wish to create by basing it on the past. We're like, I'm going to feel more joy than I did before, right? But if you weren't comparing it to the past, what would you say? I feel totally expansive, blissful joy, right? Just as an example. So I'd love to hear a reframe for anyone who's kind of sharing their conscious creations from a comparison to what has been. I invite you to reframe it and see if you can write it from the place of you're just focused on what you want rather than comparison to what has been. All right, here we go. And thanks, Valerie, for letting me work with you on that one, even though you didn't give me, you didn't have the choice there, yes. All right, here we go. All art. Okay, awesome. Oh, I have to hold the thing down, otherwise I lose your comments. Okay. Seeing currency as the flow of life, living, creating, loving, full on. Perfect health. I am choosing healthy and nutritious foods and drinks for my body. Yes, I am peaceful to stand in my truth and only become from a place of love and kindness. Beautiful. I am calmer. Nope. I am calmer, more understanding, and have better, it keeps jumping, and have better relationships with those closest to me. Beautiful. So, yes, Richard, how could you play with that without, and this is partially about the languaging, but I would say even more importantly about our mindset. Rather than comparing to what has been, how do we phrase this in a way that we're just reaching for what we want rather than being in the mindset of the past? Loving this. Keep going, my friends. In perfect health, I am loving and compassionate, following my intuition every day. I am helping others heal through yoga and meditation. Got my yoga certification. Awesome. Beautiful. My soulmate is with me. Beautiful. I would even add on there, my soulmate is within me. Just passing by there. Achieving the flow state through playing with my staff poi hoop 6 hours each day. Ooh, that's some serious, what's it called? Dedication there. Beautiful. I look forward to seeing a video. Yes, fine. Send me a video sometime. I am approaching all of life from a place of fullness, alignment, and harmony within myself and all of life. I support children in need, drawing, painting, photos. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to need a new yoga mat. Great. So I see you on your new yoga mat, Sandy. I am feeling amazing in my body. I move sensually and gracefully. Love it. I'm going to value my emotional health over money. Yes, my love. So, right, we want to write it present tense. So, rewrite that for me. If you were to write that present tense rather than I'm going to, what would that sound like if you already were? I want to hear it. Yes. I'm so happy with you too, Tom. Always, my love. I meet the love who I will have children with and create a life together. Beautiful. I am choosing my path. Money is flowing to me with ease, and I have the freedom to enjoy it and feel secure. Yes, fantastic. I love that reframe. I am choosing my path. Beautiful. I value my emotional health. Beautiful, my friends. Beautiful. I love this. I love this. I am wide eyed and open to new experiences and perspectives. So good. Do you feel this? Can you feel this beauty, not only of what you're putting your attention on, but here we are collectively in this vortex of consciously creating together and just being inspired by other people's shares? Anyone else feeling inspired? Just drop some hearts there, yeah? If you're feeling a little bit of inspiration from what others are sharing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Ah. Okay. I am feeling positive and looking forward to each new day with a positive energy. I love it. Now, just notice for anyone that I've invited to rewrite their share, I'm curious if you notice any subtle difference in how it feels to say that or to write it or think it. I'm not doing this because you have to do it my way. I'm here to serve you, yes, to support you. So I'm curious if you notice the difference when you reframe it. Uh, Hi, Louise. I am feeling strong and able to make changes and influence my world. Beautiful. I am supporting my friends and loved ones. Okay, here's a good one. So I can be vulnerable. I love that. Would it feel good to place it even more in present tense, Amalia? Even more. Now, maybe for you, I can be is part of the freedom of choice for you. Yes. So maybe those are the exact words you wish, but maybe there's something even more. Because in my experience, when we are truly vulnerable, we are actually open to life. We think vulnerability is kind of about certain types of relationships or emotions, but what I found is that true vulnerability is like taking off all of the shields and all of the layers of protection and saying, yes, I am open to life. And I'm not talking about dissolving all of my healthy boundaries, and things like this, but it's just like this taking off this weight that I've been carrying for so long between me and life. All right, we're going back here. I am constantly growing and evolving, which you are anyway, my love. Yes, this is something to acknowledge yourself for. You already are constantly growing and evolving. And by the way, it's okay to take rests and not be evolving all the time. At least in our efforting, yes. I noticed a huge shift when I reframe it. Okay, awesome, Britt. I am energetic, healthy, and motivated. I am grateful for each and every day. I am balancing work and home time. Love it. Love it. This is so good. So juicy. Thank you, everyone. What a joy. What a joy. I'm so grateful. So here's my invitation as you move into the new year. It doesn't stop here, right? It's not like, oh, one and done. New Year's done. For us to powerfully create what we want, it takes consistency, it takes repetition, it takes showing up for ourselves even on the days that we don't want to. This is really key. Most of us follow our feelings. Oh, I don't feel like doing this thing today. Oh, I don't feel like calling this person. I don't feel like working. I don't feel like exercising. I don't feel like making a green drink. We follow our feelings that are always like this. And then we don't have consistency in our lives. And we wonder why our lives are a mess. So, consistency and discipline is really powerful in our path of mastery, self mastery. My beloved teacher, Saima, says, discipline makes you a disciple of life. Discipline makes you a disciple of life. So, how can you be disciplined with yourself? Make commitments to yourself. And one way that we can do this is through writing these things down regularly. Many of you know my practice of having a gratitude journal and every day writing down in the journal at least 3 things I'm grateful for. And then I write down at least 3 things I'm grateful for creating. And I write them down like we did today, as if they're already happening in my life. So write these things down every day. Write things down that you're grateful for, and write down the things that you're consciously creating as if they're already happening. You see, you want to keep them alive in your consciousness, in your awareness, and also in your emotional space. So spend time each day, not only writing your conscious decisions down for this year ahead, but also speak them out loud, share them with others, speak them to yourself. Um, However you want to, like any way that you can express what you're wanting to create, keep it alive in your consciousness. Have post-it notes around your home that remind you of these decisions, not as a way to whip yourself and say come on, do what you're supposed to do, but as a way of I'm reminding myself that I love myself enough to choose this again and again. And naturally, most of us will have days where we fall off the wagon, where we don't do the thing we said we were going to. It's all good. It's all good. Take a breath, do your centering technique. Yes, come back to your decision for yourself. Maybe you go through a rough patch and it feels really difficult to follow through with the commitment you've made for yourself. Okay, so you had some difficulty. Don't let it make you feel like you have to give up. Just choose again. Decide again. Oh man, I started out the year strong with what I really wanted for myself. We're a month in. I feel like I'm off track, whatever. I messed up. I'm going to let it go. No, it's a great opportunity just to say, okay, I can have compassion for myself and I decide again. Just keep choosing yourself. That's what you're doing, right? You're choosing yourself again and again and again. Shall we take a breath together? Mm. Mm. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you for supporting me in my life. Thank you for your donations also because they support Insight Timer. Thank you. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your dedication to yourself and your love for yourself. Thank you for learning and choosing compassion with yourself more and more. Thank you for choosing your well-being more and more. I'm so grateful we get to be together in this path, in this life. I'm so grateful. It was such a joy. Insight Timer featured my new self-love course on the homepage yesterday. I know some of you are here today because you found our time together through that. So what a gift. What a gift that so many of us are here together in this path of care and self-love. So a few reminders. Our self-love course is occurring. It's here always. You can join anytime. We have our group, Love Heals All. All are welcome there. We have over 1,000 people. Sometimes the group is a little sleepy and people don't post much, and sometimes we get a little more active. But it's a space for you, for each of us to come together as community. Yes. So I invite you to join us in the group. I have so many recordings to serve you, to support you. We don't always get to be together like this, yes? So use the recordings. There are so many topics covered. If you feel a sense of ease with me, or you feel the love in my heart for you, or you feel something waking up inside, listen to these recordings again and again. Let them support you wherever you are in your path. We're all in this path together. We're all in this journey of the human experience together. I'll be leading live sessions again starting, I think, around January 11th, taking a little time off starting next week as I'm traveling back home to Hawaii. And it's my birthday, so I'm going to take some time to be with my family before I leave. I love you so. I just love you, love you, love you with all that I am. I know some of you can feel the depths of how precious you are and how precious you are to me. Each and every one of you. Some of us are meeting today for the first time. Maybe you haven't even said hello in the chat, and this is our first time together. I love you, and I cherish you, and I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for your love. I'm so grateful for your love. Sometimes I feel it when we're together. It's like this wave that just comes while I'm sitting here. I'm so grateful for your love. There are many ways for us to stay connected, so I invite you again to join our group. You can always DM me. There's a website listed on my profile page so we can stay more connected. I invite you to join me. Let us be together more and more in this path, serving ourselves, serving each other, and serving the planet in this time where your light, our lights, are needed more than ever. You're not alone. And you are needed and cherished. I don't want to leave you today. We're always together in the heart, but I just want to stay here with you a little longer. I love our time together. So you have your tips, yes, to continue consciously creating in the new year. Choosing yourself, writing things down again and again and again, speaking them aloud, having notes around your home for yourself. You have so many things. Stay true to you. When you get off track, forgive yourself, get back on track. It's okay. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe today we'll close with our closing chant that we sing at the end of our yoga asana practice. This is a Sanskrit chant offering the benefit of our cultivation to all of beings and all of creation. May all be served through our conscious cultivation. So if you wish to join me, I welcome you. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu 3 times. And then Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shanti means peace. Peace, peace, peace. We're awakening this peace within ourselves and sharing this peace with the planet. Let's take a deep breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Blessings. I love you, love you, love you. See you in the new year.